Energy, whether at community, family or corporate level, is a key driver to economic development. Africa happens to be one of the continents that is endowed with natural rivers and falls that are an easy source of hydropower. Today, however, the effect of industrialization has led to harmful emissions. Emissions from firewood and charcoal, most highly preferred sources of domestic energy in Africa, continue to reduce the lifespan of the users. Agricultural activities like commercial flower farming has easily made humans consume greenhouse emissions, hence the call to governments across the world to embrace clean energy. Africa's population, according to the United Nations Population Fund, continues to grow and is clearly exceeding the 1 billion mark. This has shrunk the volume of natural forests that are the major source of wood fuel. The effect has been and continues to be climate change. The results run from dry riverbanks, drought and floods, among other effects. Here in Zambia, a country of 13 million people, 70% of the population relies on charcoal for cooking. The result, an estimated 250 to 300 hectares of forests the size of Zanzibar Island is destroyed in Zambia alone every year.
It's massive deforestation, and it is driven primarily by a combination of factors. The energy is part, but there is also a very important component to do with land use change for settlement, for agriculture, and the unsustainable production of charcoal itself is a major concern because there is a big market out there. So the use of biomass energy sources for cooking is a major challenge that the country has to deal with.
The Worldwide Fund for Nature, WWF, was founded in 1961, and one of the main concerns was how best to manage the natural resources and protect the same through appropriate interventions. Through its Earth Hour initiative, an annual event in which cities across the world simultaneously switch off lights for an hour, WWF's advocacy for clean energy has spread across 178 nations. And as big cities switched off their lights, Africa's villages like this one in Zambia switched on their clean energy sources.
I'm using a supermoto stove. It's user-friendly and it's even cheaper to use the pellets than the normal charcoal which we normally use.
The pellets made from sandust are sold in supermarkets and some petrol stations. Patricia is, however, able to enjoy her cooking due to the support of the Swedish government, which through WWF has subsidized the price of the supermoto stove she owns.
The other distribution that we've been doing a lot of is actually going out to the high-density areas, the compounds, because those are our target people. So we have been going to them. We've been going to churches. We've been going to different. We've been working with women's groups, and we've been working also a lot with companies where we do a demonstration in a company, and then we do a payroll deduction so people can buy them.
In the Democratic Republic of Congo, the concept of Eco Makala is changing the way domestic energy is consumed in Goma town, home to a surging population settling here as a result of political strife.
The aim was to reduce charcoal consumption in Goma town, and the other side it was to set up tree plantation to enable local population to produce themselves, to reduce deforestation inside Virunga National Park and to protect the ecosystem.
The trees are harvested after 4 to 5 years and used to produce affordable charcoal.
Na kwa sasa kupitia msaada wa WWF wamekusha kutufundisha jinsi gani ya kuchoma makala hali ya kisasa, na hasa hapo tena wamekusha kuinua uchumi.
By 2014, over 8,000 hectares of trees had been planted to produce Eco Makala.
Hizi jiko ni nzuri sana. zina faida mbalimbali. Faida ya kwanza ni kwa sababu inalinda mazingira yetu. Kwa mama hii jiko imewasaidia sana. Kwa sababu ile wakati ambayo alikuwa akienda tafuta makala wala kuni porini, kwanza wengi walikuwa wakibakwa kule, wengine nyoka zitawaluma. Hizo hatari zote mama amepumzika, anastarehe sasa, anaikala. Anakuwa ni kusema maisha yanakuwa sambamba.
Between 2007 and 2014, WWF's clean energy projects benefited over 1 million people and over 200,000 households. More than 100,000 energy-saving cooking stoves and 8,000 home solar lighting units have been distributed in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania and Democratic Republic of Congo.
Hatia embani anga ote hatia na masenyo omwanda weshengwe. Ngaunze wiki ngana mutumbishawo kandi mojokoni isi mwetisebye muchimo nene. Abana mojokoni sibachikwebe henze sibachikohola busana no muchiwaka bya mojokoni. Ebyali abeka hitu nikere mutobosi etunesef.
The Clean Energy Village of Kasese is a story told not just in Africa but globally.
Kasese District 1 was chosen because of key considerations. One of it was the poverty status within Kasese. Secondly was Kasese's geographical location. In terms of 60% of the area in Kasese is more under the protected areas. The other bit is the low energy access or low electrification rate, which was around at 7.2% at the time we started this. And at the same time, you realize that there is a high population growth in Kasese.
Kenya, one of the countries benefiting from the partnership between WWF and Wildlife Foundation, is a narrative that makes the human-wildlife conflict and the solution to the same a record case study. A deterrent measure has seen the community today keep off the predators and has not only brought peace among the pastoralists, but also benefited them in terms of education and saving on oil fuel use.
We are very much benefit for the light because we have in the boma, whereby we are getting a tight security for our property or our animal. We have in the house, whereby we have in the kitchen, we have very bright light. We have forgotten about kerosene.
Nilipokuwa natumia taa ya koroboi, nilikuwa inanisumbua macho. Na siku yenye naleta homework nakosa kufanya juu ya hakuna mafuta.
The hope, new life and technology that WWF has brought about is a major mark of its footprint in the local African villages.
We have an overall vision as the Energy Program for Africa of a future where 100% of all energy needs in Africa are met from renewable energy by 2050.
We do pilot work in energy, like for example in Uganda, you will have seen it, we've taken on one whole district to bring energy into that district through sustainable energy source. And so the whole approach really is about demonstrating, trying to scale up, innovating, while at the same time trying to also attack the overarching drivers of biodiversity loss.